So the focus on this project is to wrap our brains around pre-shaping and final shaping, some of these classic shapes that everyone should know how to do. The weight is not so important, but we're going to go with units like a baguette for 390 grams. And then any scrap pieces, you always stick them on the bottom of your loaf, flip it upside down so that the nice side is down. Then you're ready to pre-shape. So to pre-shape a classic baguette, we take this very gently and just create a roll. And we place this ideally on a wooden board and let it rest for 20 to 30 minutes for our intermediate proofing stage. So for pre-shaping rounds, we're going to start with a unit at 550 grams. I take my dough, put it down, and pull towards me. Repeat this motion about 4 times till you start to tighten that membrane of your bread. Then we place it onto a wooden surface for an intermediate proofing stage. And looking at these two very simple pre-shapes, from here I develop every final shape that I'm going to make bread out of. And here we're going to pre-shape little rolls at 90 grams, and their pre-shaping is no different than on their larger friends. So to our final shaping, we take our logs, degas them, wind them up one more time, creating a nice little log here, rotate it 180 degrees, fold that lip onto the top of the previous shape, and now tighten this thing up, closing the seam with your right hand. Then we take this and extend it to that final nice and even desired baguette shape. Find your seam right here. And for this one, we're going to make it look rustic. We're going to place it upside down on a flour dusted couche. To shape a petard, we take our pre-shaped rounds, flip them over, degas them. Then we take, and creating a triangle with our hands, you pull back and you push forward. Push forward. Take these outer wings, fold them in, and keep on rotating till you create a nice tight membrane in the center. And it should look like an almond shape by the time you're done. Take the seam on the bottom, take this shape and place it upside down onto a flour dusted couche. Degas. So if you ever want to invest in a specialty tool, these are great little banetones. They're a little pricey, but if you get one of these liners that are removable, you can use it both for a natural surface or then a Egyptian linen surface. Dust it with some flour. To shape a round, we take our pre-shaped round, flip it upside down, degas it, fold in one wing, the next, in a circular-like motion. Flip it over, being careful not to get too much flour in the center, and start to tighten up that membrane. Then we take the shaped boule and place it upside down in our basket, and now it's ready to proof for 1 hour. So again, what we have here is our pre-shaped rounds. To do this, we just very quickly take our hands and work them into a round shape again. To shape the batard, you can also take a small roll, take it, and now just using your fingertips, start to create that almond-like shape. When you get to this point, it looks a little bit like a triangle. You just even out the ends. One thing that you want to think of when you're learning to cut baguettes, don't do this on every baguette, but it's a great way to practice. Take a permanent marker and draw 2 parallel lines down the length of your loaf. Then with your blade, you're going to start on the opposite side and cut towards the other side. Overlap by 1/3 and repeat. Repeat, repeat, and finish it off at the end. Good way to see that you start on this side of the bread and end up on the opposite side. You don't want to cut across the bread, like so. You want to keep it nice and elongated along the top angle of your loaf.